Yo, what's good? So today we're doing something a little bit different. We're not actually like playing any games. We're gonna be coding. So yeah. We're making an AI for Civ 4. So how it's gonna work is basically I want to run a neural network that takes the observation from whatever like the game sees, and then it'll output whatever it's asked. So right now I have it set up with the help of Cursor to make like a local server on the local host at this port, and it just listens for any connections from the game. And the game itself has a Python mod. I think it's Neural Bridge. No, it's Neural Client. Yeah. So the game itself acts as the client, and this is acting as the server. The agent acts as the server. So the game will send like the observation to the server, and the server will do all like the decision making, and it'll send back the information. But it's I say server and client, but like this is all on the local network. But I guess technically you could run on another PC. Okay. So what I want to do first is figure out what to actually. Okay. So this is, I think, where the decision making comes. No, right message is where the decision making comes. Okay. So what is decide? Request to numpy stub decide. Okay. So I need to replace this. How does that work? Reply equals decide. Then decide is request to numpy. Okay, so right now all it's doing is taking the request, doing all this bullshit, and then sending back like, hey, we can't handle that reply. So then the game defaults to its normal AI. Log observation shapes. Okay, so what we can do is that we can actually just test this real quick. So let's open and reveal in File Explorer. Actually, yeah, reveal in File Explorer. Because I need to get copy as path. And then we'll open the environment. For some reason, running Python files just straight up doesn't work with Cursor. Or maybe I haven't set it up properly, so I don't really know exactly how it works. But we'll load up the Anaconda environment right now. Okay, environments. Anaconda takes forever to open. I need to figure out a better way to do this. Okay, so the agent's running. We can see that here. Now what we need to do is start Civ. Let's move this window down a bit so we can still see the logs here. Move this up. So now we need to load the mod. I called it Neural AI. It's a very appropriately named mod. And now we just start a test game. Oh, shoot. Find starting plot, return to invalid plot index. Does that have something to do with what I did? Or is that just the game bugging out? I'll ignore once, see what happens. Okay. Let's abort. Oh, I should have checked what the actual bug was. You know what? No. We'll run it again. And we'll figure out. Because I don't think I made any changes since I last ran this, so it should just work, but... Alright. Let's just select like Terra. Is it gonna throw an error? It didn't throw an error this time. I think I just had some weird configuration issues. Okay, so if I set this to auto run, should... Nope, doesn't do anything. It doesn't really matter what I do at this point. I just want to see the logs for when the AI's turn runs. I don't know why it's throwing this error right now. Well, let's see what the actual error is. CV player, C++. Where's player, CV player? What line was it? 5,000. It was like 5,100 something. 34. Get civilization info. What's GC? CV globals. Okay, so I'm assuming it's like global context or something. Okay. Get civilization info. Get civilization units. So basically this assertion is failing. Now the question is, why is that assertion failing? All right, let's see what this function does. Can I find the C plus? Go to definition. No, that's not definition. Oh, implementations. Okay, never mind. Where's civ info CPP? Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. I'm back. Okay, let's. Some loud cars going by. Civilization units. Get civilization units. Getting them. Okay. So what is this actually returning? What is unit types? Am I dumb? What the fuck is it? Why is it just no unit? Does it get populated later? I have no idea. But anyway. You know, it might be faster just to ask Cursor what this error is. Or what causes error. Hopefully it's actually competent enough to scan through. So it's in the observation. There's neural observation. 430. Okay, where is CanTrain? It's not even called the same CanTrain function, no? Wait, why is there an assertion? Hmm. There's an assertion followed by the same if statement. I wonder if I can just ignore the assertion. Okay, I'll leave a comment there just to see. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, I'm just gonna comment out this line. And what I think should happen is it shouldn't throw that assertion anymore. And hopefully it'll just work. We already know that this whole thing just works out properly. So our turn works. High connection closed. Now what? The same assertion fails. Wait. Oh, I'm so dumb. I didn't build it. Visual Studio 2010. Where the hell did I install Visual Studio 2010? I gotta look up where Visual Studio install location. Got some program files. I'm leaking my name. Do I even really care? Where the hell is program files? Actually, I'll keep this over here. That's the right one. Am I gonna give myself a virus? I have no idea what I just opened. You know what I need to do? I need to mount this ISO. Then I swear I've already installed this because I was doing this earlier. All right, let's repair runs. You're tripping. Is that right? I hate that modding Civ is so difficult, and you have to like you just have to use an old as hell um system. Oh, it didn't give me an option to actually open it. Oh my god, man. Can I do it on my E drive maybe? Yeah, D drive. I really have no damn idea where I installed this. Ten point oh. Oh, I found it. I think. How do I launch this now? Is it dev environment? There's no dev environment. Oh my god. All right, sort by type and go to executables. Ah, there we go. I got it working. Okay, now I just need to, where's the build option? I'll do a cert fast. Okay, so once I build this, I should be able to just like, you know, start actually testing the changes. Oh my god, there's police sirens outside. Hold on. Well, I don't know what happened, but it builds. So let's go back to cursor. So my actual server thing hasn't changed at all, so I don't need to restart this. Okay. Send you out into the world. So it hangs when I create. Okay. It looks like this is going to be a problem. All these assertions. Okay, let's just look up all the assertions. F cert. So it already has. I don't know why there's an assertion, but it already has this. I think that's. Let's check actually before. Okay, I think we should be good. So let me abort the game, rebuild the game. Well, the build succeeded. I don't really care about the rest of it. Get outside. Play mod. Yeah.
Considérez ce travail accompli.
Okay, now when I run, it'll freeze for a sec, but it should just run the observations. So it's going to take a second because it's generating the observations for like everything. Yeah, this is really slow. Okay, we'll look through the code for how it generates these observations and see if there's any faster ways to do it. I can probably cache a lot of this information. Actually, I'm not sure. Can I cache a lot of this information? So it's regenerating the observation for every time it needs to take an action, which is probably like very, very not good. So what I think what I'll do instead is speed this up. Here. Let's open Paint. So let's say this is now. Observation every action. Slow. So what I think we'll do with the new version observation start of turn plus you cache the observation in after. Now that should significantly speed this up. How many players are on a large map? Because it's currently on player 10. Or it might be 11 actually. I was going through all of them again. Oh, okay, so the turn finished. And now it's my turn. That took a very long time, though. I don't like that. So let's close this, close this. Let's go into cursor. Let's just ask cursor to do this. Okay, so what I'm imagining is we make a... It's one of two things we could do. We could either cache the observation at the start of the turn, check if we have a cached observation based on game and game turn, and player ID. So game turn, player ID. And then if that triplet matches, then we hit on a cached observation. Otherwise, we build an observation. Uh, that should be significantly faster, actually. So we'll say cached observation equals none. Cache return game turn. What is key? Int is player ID sequence. Okay. I could use this. Does this actually work? So game turn. It's a dictionary from a player ID to a game turn and a sequence. What is the sequence? I'm just trying to figure out how this code works. All right, let's see. Let's just run through it once. So player ID is self-explanatory. The key is the player ID. Sequences, it's a dictionary. We just get the key value, which returns a game turn sequence. Oh, okay, I see. Pre 0 does not equal game turn. Otherwise, it's equal to the sequence plus 1. Okay, that's not what I want. Here, we'll see. We'll do def check for cached observation, given the player ID, the game, and the game turn. It should return a bool. This is not what I wanted. Actually, is it what I wanted? No, that's not what I wanted. Alright, so what I want to do if cached obs is none or cached obs ID is none, return what's okay, so this is like please let me now we have to check if the cache observation ID, the identifier, which is going to be these three things. So do cat if let's call this check tuples. It's going to be, oh my god, cursor please. We're going to make an array here. What the fuck is it recommending? No. So we're going to do player ID. Okay, that's perfect. And for tuple and check tuple, yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted. So if there's no cache, no cached obs ID, so do if not check for cached observation. Wrong with my function? The game turn. Okay, that's fine. Oh, there's no parentheses. I'm done. Oh, that's what was happening. And cached obs ID equals. You know, this might mix up with. Okay, let's rename this to cached. Let's keep this consistent. So if I call this cache obs ID, it'll seem like obs ID is what gets cached, but it's not. cached observation. We'll call it tuple. Then this cached observation tuple. Perfect. We'll call it this. That's not what I wanted. Oh, please just let me hit tab without. I hate this. I hate this OS. I can't hit tab without. There we go. That's how you use global. There's been a minute since I actually touched Python on global Python. Keyword. I don't even need this because I'm not writing anything. I'm just reading values. Okay. I think this should work now, right? What happens? Cached observation. So if it hits a cached observation. Oh, I need an else. Okay. Else obs equals cached obs. This will assume that all of the decisions made are sequential with the AI. So AI 1 will always take all of its actions before AI 2, which I think makes sense. So this should significantly speed up the whole thing. So let's build this. Okay. And now we try the next thing. Yeah, well, I load the mod. I need to go back to Anaconda. Can I just run it from here? Why do I have so many warnings? Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Oh, close external AI. Okay, you know what? It worked. I hit enter on accident and thought I would have to type the whole thing again, but then it just kind of worked.
Chikmatine Chihualo.
I'm low-key kind of stupid. Okay. We'll just do this. I'm sure this is fine. Dude, am I dumb? What syntax am I using? Oh, you know what it might be? This might be Python 3 syntax. And this is technically Python 2.4. Oh, it's gonna be a pain to figure out. Zero files copied. Whatever. Oh, I accidentally skipped the turn. Ah, whatever. Something went wrong. Let's make this a little simpler. What we'll also do there. Now we can see if the payload is cached or not. I did not start the server. I've just realized. I thought I wanted to open. Copy path. I can just do Python here now. You put quotes around it. All right, the server's running. Civ is running. Now, when I actually run this, is it going faster? It should be faster. In fact, it should be like significantly faster. Let's see what the issue with our code is. I see what the issue is. It's this. I don't know how that's not throwing an error in the first place, but this needs to be a dictionary. This is never hitting the cache. How do I log something? Is it just print? There's gotta be that. It's not just be print, right? I want to be consistent, so there's no way Neural Bridge uses print where. Oh, it does. Oh, it's in log. Oh, okay, what's cache? What I want to do if it was cached, I want to log cache observation cache hit. All right, let's build this. Install the mod, Neural AI. The audio stream's current bitrate is lower than recommended. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, you can. I don't know why it says my audio bitrate is 0.
Zoals u wilt.
Let's see. It's not hitting the cache for some reason. So it's rebuilding these observations every single time. That's not what I want. I need to figure out why that's happening. You know what, let's just take out game from this. Oh, I need to worry about that. In fact, how will we do this? Print here. Print player ID game turn.
Никаких проблем.
Now I should start actually logging some shit. Wait, is it not even... Not even checking the cache. Why is that happening now? Right here. Let's see if this will launch. Yeah. Oh, no. I gotta figure out how to get that to launch from Visual Studio. This is a bit of a pain launching it every time like this. I don't know why I unloaded the mod. Right? Anything want to work? Let's ask. Why is that? I just figure out why this isn't being called. Where is decide called? Okay, let's go. Handle client is what's needed. Side. Oh, oh, like cached observer. Is that what this whole issue was? Oh my god. That's so dumb. Well, pages server.
مسلما.
Oh, I think that was Cash's flip. Okay. Um. Yeah, here needs to be cached. Okay, well that was cache. What is taking so long? The client. Ah, I see. Okay. I think I need to cache. Okay, so actually, we don't need to do it here. We can do it here. If out dictionary, it's gonna be like this. Cache. Okay, so now it should entirely skip cached observation equals out. Okay, this should work now. All it does is cache on the server side too. So,
No problemato.
this should be way faster now. No, it wasn't way faster. Access local variable where it is not associated with the value. It's not a local variable. Oh, I didn't declare it global. I haven't actually gotten to work on the neural network part of this yet. I'm just trying to get the prerequisites done. It's a little unfortunate.
Necessito.
Why is this? Okay, it's going faster for sure, but it's very slow still. I wonder if it's possible to upgrade the Python version in Civilization itself to a later version of Python and just run the code like natively to the game without having all this server bullshit. Is the server what's slow? This is almost like 2 seconds between requests. I mean, this is significantly faster than it was earlier, I think. It's not rebuilding the observation every single time. I guess the do war is. Yeah, the do war, the players are out of order, so I can't cache the observation. Oh, On cached hits, omit observation from the payload. Huh. I didn't consider just not sending the payload at all. Okay. Let's try that. Okay. I made a typo somewhere. You know, do if else. So like, let's do it this way.
Rana Mnitzpa.
Holy shit. Wait. This is so much faster. Now it's like 2 seconds per each player. Okay, so I guess sending the giant payload was the biggest issue. Oh, now it slows to a crawl though. I don't like that it's blocking. Okay, well that works. So it's like way faster now. Okay. Now I have to actually figure out the architecture I want to use for the model. I think all the client or the game size stuff is done. Hmm. How to do that? Okay, let's start with looking at what our input tensors are. Oh, I close this on accident. I have to see what the observation shapes are. So there's 12 players. So if I ever see a 12, I'll know it's the number of players.
Veamos.
This is what I need to see. Models. Okay, there we go. So input hashtag input shapes meta meta equals 11 by 1 by 11 actually. Player meta 1 by 3 speed equals 1 by 15. I'm gonna double check here. Okay, research. Cats equals. Let's figure out what it equals. 92. 1 by 92. Call it research because that's what the payload is called. Civics equals civics. 25 by 5. This has batch size too. So 1 by 25 by 5. What? Players 18 by 10. What the hell? Players equals 1 by v by 10. Plus by 520. What the fuck? I guess it is a very sparse matrix. So the 520 is fine. So let's say that equals 1 by x by y by 520 units equals, sure, but units is actually by r or by u by 9. So this is the input shape I need. Now let's figure out the output shapes I need. Who's tag? Handle tag ID. So really all I need to do is tag close 1 by 92. But it's a 1 hot. 1 hot. Use production. This doesn't need to be 1 hots. Actually, some of these need to be 1 hots, I think. Huh. This one's gonna be a little weird because I don't know how to do projects or maintain. So I can only construct and train. I just ask how many project IDs and suggest More sirens going off in the distance. What are they up to over there? Okay, so now I have a list. So it's 11. So what I think I'll do is I'll do a 1 by 4, 1 pot plus. Oh my god, let me hit tab, piece of shit. Okay, there we go. So we'll do order height equals 1 by 4, 1 pot. Right? And then unit item ID equals 1 by. How many unit types are there? Unit and 122. What? Building item I 159. This should be 123. Project item 1 by, I think it was 9. Yeah, 1 by 9. 1 hot, and then process item ID for 1 by 3. 1 hot. I think that should be good. Okay, wait, let me read what the city input is. Because I remember it has something to do with buildings. Okay, so I can use can train and can construct. To mask if the city can actually build and train certain things. Well, I also need mass for these projects, no? Yeah, let's actually use my cursor. Okay, so this is gonna have to add like 12 to it, right? So this is gonna be 130, 532. Dumb, why did I say 9? It's 11. I do that while I read my readme. So that's that. Let's go back to what I was doing. Unit AI. Unit AI equals 1 by... These are all just a bunch of one-hot vectors. Okay, unit updates the next one. Unit date equals... That's good. Okay, unit update is going to be the tricky one. Actually, is it? So I just need a matrix of every single... So it's 1 by... All these ones at the start should really be n. This is the batch size. Okay, so I need to know how many... what is the mission data and mission flags? How can I generate this from a neural net? All right, let's start with unit AI. Oh God. There's 41 unit. Might just return -1 every time, right? Is there like a reason to then do anything else? Maybe I just return 0 every time. I don't even bother. How many mission types there? Data 1, data 2, flags. Oh my, it's been 2 hours already. Okay, let's just get this baseline working. Oh, this is tough. How do I mask this? Because it's just passing like arbitrary numbers. Okay, so I need to find a way to like output a tensor that I can translate into this whole thing. Other paramedic driving by. Let's see what the AI has to say because I am a little stumped. One mission, almost always one push then stops, get multi-mission queues. Okay. So unit update has to be broken up into different missions. So it's mission equals n by how many missions are there? How many usable missions are there? 36, I think. So this will be a one hot. Then target and by X Y. So I have to do like involve um input type ID equals NY. Religion type, corporation type, specialist type, and building type. I'm almost certain building type is the highest. Yeah, there's 159 buildings. I'm sure that's the highest. So this has to be all one hot as well. Flag equals n by 7. Actually, does this have to be a one hot? I think this has to be a one hot. Actually, no, this doesn't have to be a one hot, I think. Well, that's a unit update. Now it's after unit update. Actually, the units each have to have an update, right? So this should actually be n by x by y by u by 36. No, this is just by 1. So this is like a giant tensor that covers every unit, like all at once. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So for each unit, no, this doesn't make sense. Because this has to be x by y. We'll collapse. We'll collapse this into a single thing. This can still be 1, I think, because n by x by u. So that's the unit. No, it can't be. So yeah, it has to be x by y, which is gonna be weird because how do I compute that? Because x and y are not constants. I can do a one-dimensional convolution, or no, inverse convolution? Figuring out the target xy is going to be so hard. Because if I iterated over every single unit, I could just output an xy. That's fine. Well, we'll figure it out. But for now, it's x times y. One hot long last dimension, along last dimension. This is not a one hot along last dimension. So that's unit update. There's still a few to go, but so far I've listed out a lot of the updates here. Okay, so let's just list out what's left. So there's do war, do turn pre, do pre. Yeah, well, Diplo's not even done, so we'll leave Diplo for now. This is pretty simple. This is n by 25 by 5. One hot along last dimension. Oh, that's for civics specifically. Commerce percents. I think it's n by 3, right? No, n by 4. Not one hot. Religion ID. How many religions are there? By whatever. One hot. We need to figure out do war now. Do war is gonna be a little more complicated. Actually, I think I might just end there. It's been a good coding adventure for now, but it's been like 2.5 hours. So we'll call it there. All right. See y'all.